Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your girl dedicated to Tish, and today we are going to be braiding my hair. So first we're going to start off with parting. This is probably like the hardest and the most tedious part because if you're doing your hair by yourself, it's kind of tricky to see. I typically use two mirrors. I have one in front of me, which is the one I'm looking at, and then I also have like a handheld mirror in my hand as well to see the back of my hair. All right, so I use this all the time when I braid my hair. This is the Magic Fingers little, it's like an edge control consistency, but it doesn't get white, flaky. It doesn't do all that weird stuff. And it really holds my hair in place while I'm like waiting to braid it. It's like literally the perfect product for braids. If you know anything better, leave it in the comments, but this is like my holy grail. And forgive my voice, I'm like way under the weather, but I did not want to neglect posting this video. So I was like, you know what? We're going to just record this voiceover all nasty and snotty. But listen, the girl's hair is going to be cute. So next, I'm just going ahead and parting. My first row, I went ahead and parted into 3 different braids. I did customize this hair. I'm going to post another video in this series so you guys can see how I got this color, because you can't really like go and just grab this pack, a pack of hair that's this color. It's either too light, too dark. So I did do some customizing with the hair color. So I'll link that video once it is uploaded. So here I'm just doing like the standard box braid. You can also do knotless if that's your thing. I just know how tricky it is for me to see the back of my hair, and I didn't have a lot of time to do my hair. So I just went with the standard box braid, which honestly, it works for me. I know the knots are kind of annoying for some people, but it's fine for me, girl. Listen. So now I just wanted to give you like a little bit of like a close up and detailed shot of like how to braid. I know most people assume people know how to braid when you watch these videos, but obviously if you watching this video, you might need a little tippy tip. So this is just a close up shot of how I braid. The idea is just to keep that middle piece of hair. You're moving the left, you're alternating left and right to put that piece of hair in the middle, if that makes sense. So I did finish 2 rows. This is how many I have. This is what it looks like. So now I'm going to go ahead and start parting, kind of in a U shape, starting at the crown. I think that's going, starting at the crown of my head and then working my comb all the way around to the other side, or I just go to the other side and start parting until I meet that little line. Ooh, this is hard to explain. Y'all get what I'm saying. Just watch. Another tip is to use your fingers. I like to use my fingers as a guide to part at first, and then I go in with the mirror and I repart it again, and then I go in a third time after I add in the magic fingers, which is what I'm doing here, and I'll part it a third time. It's a lot, but if you want your parts sort of kind of straight, because my parts were still not straight, girl. But if you want them straight, you got to keep parting. Like, you got to just keep doing it over and over again until it's like straight. Like when I do my son's hair, he'd be like, mommy, that's enough. Take a break. Because I will keep parting. And I don't put too much tension on his hair. He's just a little dramatic. But, yeah. All right, so once I part that little U section, now I'm going to start creating the individual braids. I'm going to try to keep them about the same size. They are kind of roughly the same size, and then I just do this little twisting motion because I like to do all my parting first, and then I like to go back and then just knock out all the braids. I feel like it just works a little bit faster. But if you want to part it and then braid it, cool beans. All right, so I did go ahead and finish most of the outside of my head. I finished enough to get a ponytail because baby girl had to go to the store. Yes, I left the house like this. Couldn't nobody see nothing. I put it in a ponytail. But yeah, so this was the part we had already before I finished. So I parted my hair in half. These are the two sections. These two braids right here were already in that little row of what I just showed y'all. And then I parted my hair across. And then I have 3 braids on that second row. On that third row, I have 3 braids. On that fourth row, I have 4 braids. Fifth row, I have 4 braids. And the sixth row, I have 4 braids, which honestly probably should have been 5. And I did the same thing on the other side. Now I just have the middle part of my hair to do. So this is day 2 of braiding. And I didn't braid all the way to the bottom. Again, I just try to get the braids in there and then finish everything else later. So I went ahead and finished the middle, and I just wanted to show you guys one more time how I do the parting and applying the braid. So I just wanted to show you in the front because I just feel like it's a little bit easier to see. So splitting that hair in half, adding that magic fingers. Literally everywhere I part, I add the magic fingers. It adds moisture to the hair, and it just makes the parting straighter. It makes it easier to move those fine hairs. So I definitely add that everywhere. I use what's remaining to twist the piece of hair that I have left to just make it easier to grip and to braid. And then I take that 2 strand, pop it on my hair. Now I have 3 strands. So 2 strands of blonde, 1 hair of black. And I typically don't braid like this. I just was trying to show you guys. So, yeah. All right. And then, like I said before, you're alternating left and right to bring it to the middle. So I'm bringing that black piece to the middle. Now I'm going to bring that right side to the middle. Now I'm going to bring that left side to the middle, right side to the middle, left side to the middle. Yep, so you just keep alternating, bringing those pieces to the middle until you finish your braid. When you get to the bottom though, if you are braiding with a hair color that's not your own, you want to kind of hide that hair color so it's not like poking out, and basically you want it to be seamless. Even though you can see the black and white, the black and blonde, you want the end piece to be seamless so it's not poking out, so you want to make sure you tuck it. So now my hair is pretty much finished. It took about 2 days, about 5 hours total, doing it by myself. I kept stopping. I have a 3-year-old, so go figure. So now I'm just gonna wrap the ends because I didn't want them to be really, really straight. I did braid most of the braids all the way to the bottom, but now I'm just gonna roll, not wrap. I'm gonna roll to curl the ends of the hair a little bit, so that it's not like just bone straight. So we are all done rolling, and now I'm gonna use a steamer now you can dip this in hot water. The ends are just like wet and they'll drip. So I like to use a steamer. I didn't do this long at all, so I know the curls probably won't be as popping as I want them. So definitely dip it in boiling water or steam it longer than I did. This is what the curl look like. It would be a lot better if, like I said, you steam it longer or dip it in boiling water. See, as you can see, this curl was trash. So it wasn't as curly as I was expecting, because I definitely didn't leave it. I didn't steam it long enough, but some of the curls were super cute. You kind of get an idea of what it will look like if you do this part correctly. I was just recording and trying to make sure I recorded everything in the same day, so I neglected finishing up some of those curls. But after the curls, this is what the final look looks like. I think it's super cute. I love the pop of color it adds without having to dye my hair. So if you want to see how I customize this look and how I style my braids, then stay tuned and continue watching this series.